This episode we're going to be doing dungeon tiles. And I usually take just a piece of a cardboard box and cut it off and run it through this guillotine cutter that I have. And I picked up at Walmart. And I measure out a 4x4 square. And just cut off the piece I want. Now it should be measured perfectly this way. And I'll turn around and take a piece of foam core from Dollar Tree and use this cardboard as a template. Measure it out and make sure all the measurements come back to the same. And fix anything that might need to be fixed. Then use a razor knife and just cut off the excess, the parts that I don't need. Now the reason that I use Dollar Tree foam core is because not only is it cheap, but it's really, really easy to peel the paper off. And you're going to need to do that. But here I am hot gluing that base onto the back of the foam core. And then I peel off the paper. You'll see how easy it is to peel that paper off. Just quick and easy, and there's no residue left on it. I'll then measure out 1x1 squares because I want to do like a tile type floor here. And I'll use the X-Acto knife and the ruler in order to go ahead and just make my lines through there. Try not to cut all the way through the paper because it can cause you issues later. I use a pencil to kind of score the edges, but you'll see what happens here when you cut all the way through. A little piece pops off. But that's no big deal. You just hot glue it back into place if that happens. Then go back through that area with the pencil again and hot glue all the corners down really good. All the sides. Try to make sure everything's done. And no harm done. See? Can't even tell it happened. Then I'll take the pencil and I'll go around the corners and I'll kind of bend them around a little bit. Make some cracks in it and so on. And once I get finished with that, I'll grab a piece of aluminum foil after I've chipped some pieces up with the X-Acto knife. And I'll roll the foil up into a ball and then just press it into the foam. That'll give it a rock-like texture. And you need to roll the ball around a little bit while you're pressing so it doesn't look like you have a pattern. You don't want the pattern. Then I'll take some black and white paint and make a gray color that I like. And mix the white paint a little bit with some Elmer's glue to help seal the foam. And cover in all the white. Get a little black and some water. And I know that it's still wet, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of a wash anyway. Now, it will make it smear. Especially if the paint is still wet. It's preferable if you do it dry, but it still comes out pretty decent. I wasn't happy with the way the whole thing turned out at this point, so I ran the wash on it again after it dried again. Then I dabbed some of the excess water off. And you see that it gives it a little bit of a lighter appearance. I wanted it to look a little bit more dirty than gray. So I took some gray paint or brown paint and I just dry brushed it. And you can see it looks like a dirty tile. Washed it again, right in the cracks. You don't have to do it as many times as I did. You can see it looks fine. But I decided, go ahead and do it over one more time just for the sake of darkening it just a little bit more. And you can see it turned out pretty decent. But there's still the white around the sides. So, I just take the black paint. Paint the exposed foam core all the way around on the edges. And there you have it. After all of this is finished, I ended up hitting it with coat of Minwax polyurethane. But I was happy the way that this one turned out. That's the Minwax that I usually use. Hey everybody, thank you again for joining me this time. And if you would, please hit the like button and subscribe to the videos. I got some more that are going to be coming out that I'm excited about. Everything from a stone pillar to a stone altar that is etched with magical symbols and has a little glowing crystal ball on it. So check out the next videos that are coming up in the near future, and please subscribe so you'll be able to get to those videos. I hope you enjoy these as much as I enjoy doing them. Thank you very much, and you have a good evening. See you next time.